Hi, wrestling fans. Thanks for clicking today's Dreaded Heroes report. Hey, get them words and things off my face. Don't like that. Hey, WWE's got a lot of things coming up about the Hall of Fame and things. And regarding, well, let me get on down. I don't want to repeat this. Let me get on down here. Where's the first time? Oh, anyway, there's been a lot of speculation that Samoa Joe, I'll get back to the Hall of Fame here in a second, will be returning to either Ring of Honor or going to Japan, and since he's gone from TNA. And there's also rumors about Joe may pop up at Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore event on March 7th in Philadelphia. Of course, if I was him, I'd pop up anywhere that somebody's going to give me some. And noted earlier that there's several TNA stars tweeted about Joe's departure, including Taz. Taz deleted his tweet shortly after posting, but kind of wrote the following. He says, "Just sucks to hear Samoa Joe leaving TNA. He will do great things and continue his excellent work. Don't know what else to say." He said, "I don't agree." TNA star Tyrus turned 35 over the weekend, and today, well, the other day, I think it was Saturday. By the way, there's two reports on here. Crimson turned 30. TNA's lawsuit against Scott Steiner, if you remember that, back in 2012, is now scheduled to go to court on June 5th and will run for 4 days. Lawsuit was scheduled for trial in 2014, was pushed back at the last minute. If just to refresh you on this, the lawsuit comes after TNA claimed in 2012 that Scott Steiner breached his contract by making disparaging comments about the company, and Hogan and Bischoff and some others. TNA seeked an injunction to stop Steiner from speaking out and damages. Scott denied that he ever agreed not to disparage TNA and speak out, against them, would breach his deal. That he ignored requests to stop, and that he's got a legal agreement with TNA, and that TNA has suffered from the results of his action, which ain't really true, I don't think. Steiner also stated that his TNA deal had expired, and while he was still offered a new one, he turned it down. So it was, he said, she said. Former TNA star Carlito, he turned 36 over the weekend also, while NXT star Oliver Gray turned 26. Also today would have been the 54th birthday of women's champion Bertha Faye. And Floyd Mayweather, of course, is taking on Manny over in a super fight. It's going to be May 2nd. WWE tweeted out good luck messages. He was at the WrestleMania 24, MMANation.com recently spoke with Japan's Okinome Federation. I don't know. Anyways, pro wrestling and MMA owned by WWE Hall of Famer Antonio Inoki. Simon mentioned that they want to bring in current heavyweight champion Brock Lesnar to the promotion once his deal is up with WWE. And by the way, a little trivia. In the year 2000, Monday Night Wars continued. WWF Monday Night Raw defeated WCW Nitro 5.9 to 2.8 in the ratings. And Chris Masters made his WWE debut in 2005, defeating Stevie Richards. During the match, Masters attempted the Polish Hammer and broke Richards' orbital bone. All right, I remember Stevie had a black eye, reddish eye for a long time. All right, tonight's WWE Raw is taking place from the Bridgestone Center, Nashville, Bridgestone Arena, I guess, Nashville, Tennessee, with a fallout from the FASTLANE and road to WrestleMania 31. Did you catch the FASTLANE? What did you think about it? I don't know if it's going to be a good selling pay-per-view or not. We'll find out later on it, but it was okay. Confirmed for tonight's show is Paul Heyman and the World Heavyweight Champion Brock Lesnar addressing Roman Reigns, and another 2015 Hall of Famer announcement, which is expected to be a tag team, which I'll tell you more about that later. Also on of course, is going to be the usual suspects there, and an 8-man tag match is with 8 superstars is shown to be done locally there for the local fans. And WWE is focusing on these points for tonight. Will Randy Orton get his hands on Seth Rollins? How will John Cena bounce back from his latest loss, Rusev? Is Roman Reigns ready to face Brock Lesnar? How will Triple H's WrestleMania showdown with Sting affect the Authority? And will The Undertaker respond to Bray Wyatt's challenge? As far as Brock Lesnar, man, I don't see actually it on a legit wrestling match. Or I can't see how they could find anybody that's going to beat Brock Lesnar. I just don't. They don't have nobody there. I don't believe that can beat him. Now, he's going to have to lose because his contract expires, but if they re-sign him, he'll win. And the only other thing I can think of, somebody's going to have to knock his big butt out behind the referee's back, and Rollins come in with the briefcase, take that title away from him. But after winning the match. All right, your opinions, welcome. WWE is expected to announce former women's champion. Let's throw this out. For the WWE 2000 Hall of Fame should be, and they haven't mentioned a woman yet, should be Medusa. Medusa, who currently drives her own monster truck, has been doing that for years, uses that name in WCW, but went by Alexandra Blaze in WWE. Her most infamous moment was December 18th, 1995, on WCW Nitro, when she threw her belt, women's championship belt, in the trash. Medusa also, now, here's kind of the lineup that's going to be happening with the Hall of Fame so far. Medusa, Kevin Nash, Ray Stevens is expected to be announced. And the final lineup, Randy Savage, Rikishi, Arnold Schwarzenegger, the Bushwhackers should be announced tonight. Ray Stevens, Kevin Nash, and Medusa. Ray Stevens went by Ray Shire in this area for a long time. They were Roy and Ray Shire. The Shire brothers. Rough tag team back then. And the Bushwhackers, Luke Williams and Butch Miller, is going into the Hall of Fame this year. They are expected to be announced tonight. Luke Williams commented on the induction. He says, all I can say about Bloody Time. He said, I'm proud to be a Kiwi going into the Hall of Fame. We're the first people from Australia or New Zealand, there you go, going in. Says, I'm like an ambassador for the country. And, by the way, if you get iTunes and stuff, Sting's new WWE theme song is Out of the Shadows, done by Jim Johnston. All right, WWE's website has a release cover art for WWE Studios' Marine 4 Moving Target. Movie comes out, looks like January 10th. April 10th. We're like a January for him. All right, this week marks 1 year since the WWE Network launch. And you would think new content and all kinds of things would be on there. The network's celebrating and, anniversary week, but I don't know. There's some exceptions on it, but instead WWE announced a birthday marathon of their best network content that will be starting tonight after Raw. It says, in honor of the network's first birthday, the fastest growing digital subscription service ever will be airing a marathon of its best programming immediately following Raw. New subscribers to the network can sign up now and get the rest of February free on the road to WrestleMania. Here's kind of what they're going to be doing. It's a 24-hour marathon starting immediately after Raw, WrestleMania 30. Also, catch other, it says, amazing programs such as The Warrior, The Ultimate Legend, Stone Cold's podcast, NXT's TakeOver Rivalry. Good thing I'm at the end of this. And the Monday Night Wars and Legends House, and a lot more. But I guess the reason they're not bringing out all guns and stuff is because over in Europe, they're just now getting this. So not really a year anniversary everywhere. So, anyway, let me know what you thought about the, what your feeling is on Reigns and Lesnar. What kind of a match that's going to be. And the reason they kind of did that the way they did, took that title away from Reigns, where he had to fight Daniel Bryan, again, is to show, people wanted Bryan to go take on Lesnar, but he showed that he's stronger and a better wrestler than Bryan, so Reigns would be the best one to go after Lesnar, not Bryan, because Bryan already would lose and already lost at the Royal Rumble, and Rumble, the last pay-per-view anyway. But they're just kind of claiming Reigns is most fierce, but not really. Good old Rusev came through again. Thanks for clicking, you guys. I gotta go.